Kidding. Now, what got our attention last week on our live stream in beautiful San Diego, California, is Whatnot has finally started to, well, they've been addressing the situation. Really, they've been coming out of their own pocket. A lot of the times a breaker dips or they don't send you their cards or whatever. Whatnot is providing the financial support for that. And it could be built into their fee structure as well, as you're being charged a transaction fee on that. Part of it goes to maybe insurance that these items get to where they're supposed to be going, or breakers dipping or whatever. Well, Whatnot responded. This was just a couple of days ago. We're looking about 5 days ago. Whatnot says they strive to be the safest place for people to buy and sell. That's not really saying a whole lot inside of the hobby, but they acknowledge the power of the community is critical in making the hobby safer. Today, we're introducing Whatnot Watch. So kind of like, you got your neighborhood watch. Now you got Whatnot Watch, a pilot community moderator program to help do so. We're looking to enlist your help in raising the bar and setting a new standard of trust, like people weren't doing this already. Program perks, including being paid for your time spent on Whatnot, exclusive Whatnot merchandise, Whatnot badges, and more. So it sounds like Kelly Kell, if she wants to make a little bit of money, she was the one that tweeted this out. I think she's in the chat tonight. Hopefully she's having a good day. Hopefully not experience any more dipping on Whatnot. But it looks like they're enlisting the community. This is a step in a direction, I think. And so we'll see what this leads to. Ryan, your thoughts on Whatnot enlisting the community to help support and catch some of the dipping that is going on that platform?
I think it's a good idea. It's just executing it month after month. And how are you going to do that? You're going to have somebody, in customer service or over at Whatnot kind of monitoring your watchers. And then what are the kind of things that are in place that when somebody dips or what's the thing? Does the breaker get suspended? Does he get banned? Kelly Kell with the $5. They should actually hire actual employees to handle this. Yes. Ironically, when I tweeted, I said you need a moderation platform. Yes, I totally agree with this. How are ongoing this. Okay, it's great to come up with this idea, and they have this kind of big tweet, and hey, we're going to have this Whatnot Watch, and our platform is going to be safer. But 30 days from now, is it safer? 60 days from now, is it safer? 90 days? How do you ongoing? This Whatnot Watch, how do you manage that? How does it all work? What are the employees at Whatnot's role in it? So I think it's a good idea. It's just executing it time after time after time. And then when an incident happens, when somebody dips, what's the protocol? Are they banned, suspended, interviewed on Sports Card Radio? What's the protocol there? So I think good idea in theory, execution, we'll see what happens. I love Kelly Kell's idea. Hey, they just need to hire more people. They've blown all this investment money. They opened a $100,000 box of 8687 and let a bunch of influencers open it at the National. $100,000 would probably hire an employee or two, probably about 0.3 of one out here in California, but it might hire somebody to, literally dedicate their entire day for 8 hours a day to moderating Whatnot, or at least maybe on the sports card side. Certainly we needed that last week when there were 2 or 3 different breakers dipping cards off camera. So if it's happening 2 or 3 times in a week, you could bet that this happens quite a bit. And then the other problem on Whatnot is you could buy into a break, pull an amazing card, and then that breaker can just not ship you that card, because your recourse is then getting a refund from Whatnot. And the breaker really is just, there was a mix up and we get an email every week, practically every day about this. Hey, I won this card on Whatnot. Here's a screenshot of me winning it, blah, 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 blah. Package showed up, card's missing. I email the breaker and he gives me the runaround. Yeah, 99.9% of the time, dang near 100% of the time, Whatnot refunds the buyer, but the card's gone. So breakers, especially ones that don't care about their integrity or may not be around very long, they'll just dip your cards. They pull a nice superfractor, nice card. It doesn't have to be that nice. It could be a $50 card, but they're like, I don't know that guy. He's a new customer. I'm just going to, dip this card. And then maybe he'll contact me. Maybe I'm not. Imagine how many people get a card missing and then they don't want the hassle of contacting Whatnot and getting a refund. Imagine how many times that has happened. Imagine the amount of people that haven't contacted us, and that just what we know about is like an almost daily occurrence. So good idea from Whatnot. It's just executing this day after day, I think could be a challenge without, like Kelly Kell said, dedicated employees.